Stop arguing about languages. Start building with the right one. I wasted 3 months of my learning journey because of one question. Which programming language should I learn first? I asked 5 people, got 5 different answers. Python, JavaScript, Java, C++, even someone who said start with HTML. HTML is not a programming language, but that's a story for another day. I was paralyzed. I started Python, watched 2 days of tutorials, then read a Reddit thread saying JavaScript was better for job prospects. Switched to JavaScript. Got confused. Heard someone say Java was what big companies use. Downloaded Java. Opened the setup documentation. Closed the laptop. 3 months gone. 0 skills gained. Eventually, a senior developer told me something that changed everything. The best language to start with is the one you'll actually use to build the thing you care about. That simple statement cut through all the noise. Let me give you a genuinely useful breakdown of the main beginner languages so you can make this decision once, commit, and never look back. Python, the best general-purpose first language. Python reads like English. I cannot overstate how important this is for beginners. When you're already dealing with the mental load of learning entirely new concepts, the last thing you need is syntax that looks like ancient hieroglyphics. Look at this Python code. Name equals Amaka. Age 25. If age greater than or equal to 18, print name is an adult. You can almost read that like a sentence. Python is used for data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, automation, scripting, back-end web development, and more. It's one of the top 3 most in-demand languages in the world right now. If you don't know what you want to build yet, start with Python. JavaScript, the language of the web. Every website you have ever used runs on JavaScript. It's the only language that runs directly in your browser. If you know that you want to build websites, apps, or anything that runs in a browser, JavaScript is the choice. JavaScript is also increasingly used for back-end development. Node.js, mobile apps, React Native, and even desktop apps. It's versatile. The downside, JavaScript has some quirky behaviors that confuse beginners. The tooling can be overwhelming, but the job market for JavaScript developers is massive. If you want to build websites and see results visually, HTML, CSS, then JavaScript. HTML and CSS, the foundation of the web. Not programming languages in the technical sense. They're markup and styling languages, but they are essential for web development, and they're beginner-friendly. Building your first web page that you can actually see in a browser is incredibly motivating. Start here if you're drawn to design. You want to see visible results quickly, or you're going into web development. Java, for those targeting enterprise or Android. Java is everywhere in large corporations, and Android development, it's verbose. You write more code to do the same thing, which makes it harder for beginners. But it teaches you important concepts about object-oriented programming in a very structured way. Don't start here unless you specifically want Android development or you're targeting enterprise companies. C++, only if you're targeting systems programming or games. C++ is powerful and teaches you deep concepts about how computers work at a low level. But it's one of the most complex languages to learn, not recommended as a first language, unless you have a specific reason. Comment below, which language are you starting with and why? I want to make sure you've made a decision based on your goal, not on random internet debates. If you've been stuck in which language paralysis, This is your permission slip to just pick Python. Open a free online editor and write your first line of code tonight. Subscribe to Byte by Byte for content that cuts through the noise and gives you real, actionable guidance for your programming journey.